What is going on, everybody? We have ourselves our latest Beckett submission for the shop right here in front of us, and I'm so excited to dive into it because we have ourselves 50 cards here in this submission. There's so much to get into. I believe it's all sports, but I'm not exactly sure. There might be some Pokemon and some other anime TCG mixed in as well, but it should be predominantly Pokemon. But without any further ado, let's dive into it. We have ourselves a Drake London auto. Not a good way to start. I'll admit it. Not the best way to start, but you know what? We got to start somewhere. What went wrong? The surface went wrong. Everything else looks pretty good on the card except the surface. Big old dimple right there, guys. Big old dimple. Get your cards checked by Murph's Card Town Raw Review Service. Here is a Kenneth Walker out of 25 auto. That came back in 9.5 though. That's pretty sharp. Oh, so close to being a True Gem 9.5. Surface was a 9 as well. Okay, good rebound. We'll take that. We'll definitely take that. Here's a J.J. McCarthy from Bowman's University in a 9. Not too shabby. 9s across the board. Centering is a 9.5. We will take that. Okay, we've rebounded a little bit here. Let's keep it going. James Cook, right? This is out of 99. Autographs a 10, which these other ones didn't get the autograph graded, but this one did. Interesting. Very, very interesting. James Cook auto, RPA, excuse me. 8 though. 7.5 on the edges. Corners an 8. Surface is 8.5. Centering is a 9.5 though. So we have that going for us. That's pretty good. There is that. Here's a nice cool card. Here's a Tyreek Hill. What is this? 22 of 50. 8.5 again. Corners and surface. Again, knocking it down. Tough to beat that. The cards are so tough, guys. Super tough. Jackson Holiday. Odd. Not what we're looking for. Surface. The surface is killing us on every single card. Every single card, the surface is killing us. At least these autos are coming back 10s, though. So that's silver lining that they're coming back 10s, but still not what we're looking for. Here is a Kool-Aid auto. Love this. A nice 9. Roll Tide. Like to see that. I'm recording this after losing against Tennessee, so the Tide is not rolling all too well right now, but hopefully they can right the ship against another SEC opponent in Mizzou. Garrett Wilson. Nice. We will absolutely take this. Nice 9. Good to see a 9. Surface 9.5. Love to see that. And a 10 on the auto. Good. Glad all these autos are coming back 10s. So that's good. That is good. Randall Cunningham. This is 8 of 8. Throwback. Nice. Look at that. Edges is an 8.5. That's like the one thing that did it in. It still would have been a 9, even if the edges was a 9. It still would have been a 9. Shedeur Sanders. This is out of 50. Surface is an 8. Surface ruins cards. What is going on? I feel like all of our cards that are coming back low are getting killed on the surface. That's a nice looking card there. Drake May. Here's a Drake May auto. Everybody wants this guy. But once the Patriot cards come out, nobody's going to want the UNC cards. Crazy how that works. Surface 8.5 again. Surface is actually a killer today. I hope it's not like this for every single card. Like the majority of these cards, if not all of these cards, are one person's submission. They submitted a lot. Here's a card with no auto. It's an 8. Damn, and the centering killed this one. I mean, you can tell that that's wicked off-centered. That's why you get your cards raw reviewed here at Murph's Card Town, guys. Hopefully I can help point some of this stuff out for you before you send it in. This is just a patch, I believe. Yeah, nice little patch. 8. Corners and edges did this card in. But yeah, get your cards raw reviewed. It's $3, so you're not spending $20 or whatever $22 with Beckett to get a grade just to come back an 8. If it's for your collection and you don't care on the grade, then that's fine. Send it out regardless. But, I mean, obviously you're not submitting the Shedeur Sanders to get a 8 on the surface, and you're not submitting the Jackson Holiday, wherever that went, to get a 7.5 on the surface, a 7.5 on the corners. 7 on the surface, 7.5 on the corners, and then a 7.5 as a total grade. That's not why you're sending those cards out, right? So hopefully Raw Review Service can kind of help you kind of shed some light on what the grade could potentially be. And I never guarantee it. It's always a potential grade. Corners 8.5. Corners is 8. Sorry, the card is an 8.5 on this Grady Dick. Nice patch here, big jumbo patch. We have another Drake May autograph. Hopefully the surface is kind to us. 9, we'll take it. We will absolutely take it. Corners at 8.5. That was our worst. Even if the corners were a 9, it still probably would have finished as a 9. Nice looking card there as well. All right, that is one stack done here in today's submission video. Actually, let's split this out. Let's go with this little stack here. We got Justin Jefferson. Here we go. We like that 9. The Purdy for 2022. Yeah, that was a tough grade. Good to see that one's a 9. Pat Tillman, a 9. Nice to see this card. Very nice card. Always love seeing Pat Tillman cards out and about. CJ Stroud. 8. 7.5 on the surface. Again, guys. Is it a Panini in a Topps thing? Is it just people missing itty-bitty dimples or imperfections or print lines or something like that? I mean, I know Beckett's excruciatingly tough. I'm well aware of that. But, this submission is getting hit. 8.5 on this surface, too. Everything is a 9.5. Every little thing is a 9.5 on this card except the surface. The difference between a 9 and a 9.5, ladies and gentlemen. Jackson Churio, 9. Edges was an 8 on this card. The surface is a 9.5. We'll take that. We'll absolutely take that, but it's all about the 4 areas. Sedane Rafaela, surface 8. What is going on? Did everybody just decide to send out cards with some tough surfaces? I don't know what it is. Again, 9.5, 9.5, 9.5, centering, edges, corners, surface. 8. That's why the card's a 9. That's kind of nuts. Corbin Carroll, 9.5, like that. Absolutely like that on the gold refractor. 15 of 50. Everything's a 9.5 except the surface. Crazy, guys. That's crazy, 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 crazy. No 10s yet, though, on the submission. I'm not surprised. Here's a pink refractor. Again, 9.5 on everything except the surface. Good looking card there. But yeah, no 10s yet. I mean, we're struggling to simply get 9.5s. I feel like we're in a decent stretch. We're in a good stretch right here. This is a True Gem 9.5. That's pretty cool to see. Nice Ellie De La Cruz refractor. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, we're in a good stretch of 9.5s. And of course, as I say this, there's a silver label. There's a bunch of silver labels coming up. Oh, there's some older cards, so. Okay, there's some vintage cards, so it's excusable not to have 9.5s. Ricky Henderson, 6.5. Like that. Absolutely like that. Let's see what else we have here. Ooh, George Brett in a 5. I'm telling you, I love the 75 tops. I do. It's the colors. It's fun. It's unique. It's different. And I think it's really cool. Robin Yount, F5 as well. Some color combinations are better than others. Some color combinations look cooler than other color combinations on certain cards with certain players. If that makes sense, which it should. Here we go. We got a Carlton Fisk rookie. Also Mike Garman, Cecil Cooper, and then the Carlton Fisk right there. In a 7. Boom, 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 boom. 5.5 on the 69 Rookie Stars featuring Raleigh Fingers. Look at Raleigh without the stash. That's crazy. It's weird to see. I think he still has it to this day, honestly. He's got the handlebar mustache. All right, we got a couple more cards left on this pile. We got a Devon A-Chain, 8.5. Surface, 9. It wasn't the surface's problem that this card got an 8.5. It was the centering and the edges. But for Prism, I am not surprised at all about the centering being 8.5. Got a couple more cards left here. We got a Stroud and a Debo. Ooh, here we go. Come on, Stroud. 8.5 as well. This time the surface was the problem on top of the centering. Centering's been terrible on both of these cards. But surface, yeah. I sound like a broken record, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I'm sounding like a broken record here. It's just the centering is the problem. I don't know what to tell you. The centering's just the problem. I'm so sorry. Tebow Samuel Fireworks. See, the centering's a problem on this guy. Look at this. 9.5, 9.5, 9.5. The card grade is a 9 because the surface is an 8. What is going on? Why are they all coming back so bad? Absolutely bizarre. That's why you have to take care of your cards, ladies and gentlemen. I know, oh, I pulled it out of a pack. I immediately penny sleeved and top loaded it. That helps, don't get me wrong, but that doesn't mean much because you'll have manufacturing defects, manufacturing errors, just some flaws that are out of your control. Print line, dimples, off-centering, for all that. But gotta make sure your cards are clean, microfiber cloth right over it, double check, triple check, have me check it, have your friend check it, just because you don't want to spend whatever it costs to get a card graded and have them come back. Like, I mean, a 9's still good. I mean, 9 as a total on this Debo is pretty good, especially where it's 2 of 10. So I'm not complaining from that perspective. I'm complaining about the surface perspective because it seems to be a common problem. Wemby, beautiful. Beautiful. 9.5 everywhere. Absolutely take that card. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's a good way to start this last and final pile. Again, no 10s though. No 10s. And I know Beckett 9s and Beckett 9.5s and sometimes Beckett 9s are equivalent to other 10s from other companies. So you send a lot of these cards to other places, they probably still come back 10s other places, but Beckett is one of the most difficult grading companies. So if you want true, authentic grades, Beckett is the way to go. Wembenyama, surface again, 8.5. Look at the 9.5 everywhere. This card is beautiful, except the surface is 8.5. And just probably might not even be able to tell quickly. Looks like this. Oh my god, is there a hair stuck in there? That's not like on the card. That's not like a flaw on the card. That looks like that's a piece of hair stuck in there. That's disastrous. That's quality control on Beckett right there. All right, another Wemby. Beautiful. Ooh. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. 9, 9, 9.5, 7.5 on the surface. Now, of course, we do have to hold these manufacturers accountable. I did mention it a few minutes ago. Is it a Topps thing? Is it a Panini thing? I mean, there's plenty of blame to go around. It takes an extra second to make sure that these cards are printed good. Now, sometimes it's not their fault. Sometimes people just raw dog them into a top loader, which I find oftentimes, and I have to tell people, hey, you want to put a penny sleeve on, double protections, better than no protection, better than just, one way of protection. But so sometimes it's not the manufacturer's fault. That's why I like to emphasize the raw review services here at the shop. But man, it's just so many cards. The surface is crazy. So many cards. Here's an out of 25 Jokic, one off the jersey number. The title of this thumbnail is going to have something to do with the surface. The title and thumbnail will have something to do with the surface and how abysmal it is. Here's just a variation. Wemby, 8.5. Corners and surface did this one in. So it's a little wombo combo, but the centering and the edges were both pretty spot on. But yeah, it's just, it's remarkable. It's almost like mind-blowing. These should be the same card here, these two Brock Purdy's. Surface is a 7, surface is an 8. Unbelievable. Looks like I can see a print line on both of them, depending on the glare. I might be able to get it for you guys too. This looks like there's one that's going across his gut. And then you can see that one going down. I'm trying to get it so you can see the other one. Alright, ooh, little mix-up of Dragon Ball Z here. I like the gold label there. 9.5. Corners is a 10. That is the first 10 I've seen. Not just on a card grade, but even on a sub-grade. That's the first 10 I believe that's the first 10 I've seen. 9.5 everywhere else. Nice job. Maybe the Dragon Ball Z will kind of give us some good fortune as we wrap up the remaining handful of cards in this submission. Nice Sidney Crosby acetate card. That came back at 9, surface 8.5, but with acetate cards, it is very much expected because the surface is so sensitive with the material that they use to make the acetate see-through cards. Very sensitive material. 9.5 everywhere else. That's a pretty cool card for a card that's, 16 years old, give or take? Yu-Gi-Oh card. It is time That's not that bad. That's not that bad, actually. The centering is an 8.5, which, I don't know, the centering looks pretty good. I mean, oh, you can see the black right here compared to the black over there. Okay. Look at that. Still big into Yu-Gi-Oh! Still a big fan. Doesn't sell around here, unfortunately, but I still love it with my whole heart. So it's always good to see a Yu-Gi-Oh! Card pop up in these submission videos. Here's a CJ Stroud. Now, this is what I'm talking about. 9.5 on the surface. Let's go. This is what we're talking about, folks. Maybe we can get a good little fortune. We got a downtown Trevor Lawrence, guys. He's playing in London right now as I'm recording this video. Downtown Trevor. 8.5 on the surface. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Hey, Edges is a 10, though. Edges is a 10. We'll take that. Another 10, even though it's on the subgrade. Still take a 10. Stained glass, Trevor. Stained glass alert. Beautiful. I'm sorry, glass, not stained glass. Glass. You guys know what I meant. 9.99, except on the centering. 8.5. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Hey, at least the surface came back good. Reshi Rice, RIP, is MCL, I think it was, or LCL. That Patrick Mahomes cracked. 9.5 everywhere. Can't complain about that card. 9.5 everywhere, even on the card grade. So that is definitely a win right there. We got, what, 4 cards left, guys? It's not a single 10. Not a single 10. Jahmyr Gibbs. Ooh, centering's a 10 on a borderless card. Oh, you got to go based off of those down there. 9.5, 9.5. Surface is a 9. Card grade is a 9.5. Sorry, guys, just checking the time before I open. We got 3 cards left. Another CJ Stroud. We're going to wrap it up with CJ Stroud, Joe Burrow, and Kenneth Walker to conclude this submission. What are we going to get? Let's start with the Stroud. 8.5. That's like the first thing I'm looking towards now is the surface. That's like the first thing I am glaring right at is the surface being a 9. My goodness. We'll go with the Kenneth Walker 10 of 15 auto. Centering is an 8.5. The card is a 9. The surface is a 9, guys. Pretty good card here, without a doubt. All right, one more card. Here we go. A 7 of 10. Joe Burrow from 2022 Spectre. So it's not a rookie. Still a very good card, though, nonetheless. Especially being out of 10, Gene Joe Burrow. Got the silver label there, so we know it's not a 9.5 or a 10. What? A 7.5 to wrap it up? Edges is a 6.5. I know Spectre's a little bit thicker, but oh my God, dude, to gouge me with a 6.5 like that to wrap it up. Centering corners, the surface are all 9s. The surface is a 9, but the edges just drags down the card's grade to a 7.5. Oh my goodness, what? I don't know what to say, guys, about that submission video. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts about it. Centering, surface, corners, edges. How do you go about prepping your cards for grading? What are your little tactics to help get the best possible grades? Because clearly, we kind of fell short in this submission, and that is quite unfortunate. The surface absolutely killed us, which is very, very unfortunate. But not every submission is going to yield a bunch of 10s, or all 10s for that matter, even though that is the hope and goal. But that will wrap it up for this video, ladies and gentlemen. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Check out the channel membership program. Press all the little buttons, like, comment, subscribe. And again, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, I've queued up an excellent video right there for you guys that I do believe is going to be excellent for your hobby endeavors. Hopefully, I'll see you on that one.